preacher said amen. The soil turned black, but the sound of spurs still echoes out the back. Crosses lean heavy, the wind starts to talk, and the dead ride on. Buried boots still walk, buried boots still walk through the dust and the rain. Shadow riders drift with a whisper of pain. You can cover the bones, but you can't stop the talk, 'cause even 6 feet deep, buried boots still walk. The moon cuts low on a lonesome trail. A ghost keeps raiding with a hollow wail. No chains can hold what the grave can't lock. In the midnight dust, buried boots still walk. Bendy boots still walk through the dust and the rain. Shadow riders drift with a whisper of pain. You can cover the bones, but you can't stop the talk, 'cause even 6 feet deep, buried boots still walk. The desert drinks blood, but it spits out the soul. A cowboy's curse that the devil can't control. Fire in the eyes where the vultures stalk, and the silence breaks, buried boots still walk. Buried boots still walk through the dust and the rain. Shadow riders drift with a whisper of pain. You can cover the bones, but you can't stop the talk. They're saving 6 feet deep, buried boots will walk. So light your lantern when the dusk grows cold. Listen for the stories that the shadows told. From the graveyard gate to the Outlaw's rock, you'll hear a sound. Buried boots still walk. Dust and the rain. Shadow riders drift with a whisper of pain. You recover the bones, but you can't stop the talk. It's even 6 feet deep, buried boots still walk. No peace for the fallen, no rest in the ground. Their spurs still ring with the ghostly sound. The earth can't close, but the night unlocks. Buried boots still walk. Under the weight of an amber sky, the fields breathe ash and the rivers dry. A single sound cuts the midnight frost. A bell for the nameless, the vanished, the lost. The bell tolls dust where the shadows feed, for the hollow hearts and souls that bleed. No preacher speaks, no blade's been brushed. When the bell tolls dust, the bell tolls dust. The wind wears chains through the chapel door, steps that fall where the floorboards tore. A name once carved is now turned to rust, and the bell tolls dust. The bell tolls dust where the shadows feed, for the speaks, no grave's been brushed. When the bell tolls dust, the bell tolls dust. Smoke drifts low where the lantern died. The earth won't tell where the bones still hide. Each stripe rings cold through marrow's crust, calling back the dead through the bell's old trust. The bell tolled dust where the shadows feed, for the hollow hearts and souls that bleed. No preacher speaks, no grave's been brushed. When the bell tolls dust, the bell tolls dust. Moonlight stains on the altar stone. The air tastes black and the night's full grown. I count the rings till the sound turns to rust, and I fade with the wind as the bell tolls dust. The bell tolls dust where the shadows feed, for the hollow hearts and souls that bleed. Your preacher speaks, no grave's been brushed. When the bell tolls dust, the bell tolls dust. No dawn comes forth from nameless ones, only the echo to steal the drums, and silence falls as all things must. When the bell tolls dust, the bell tolls dust. Dust on the highway, moon cut thin, cold wind whisper where I've been. Shadows stretch long, the night won't heal, and I swear I can feel those dead hands on the wheel. Dead hand on the wheel, pulling me on down through ghost town. Silence past the edge of town. A road with no mercy, a fate I can't re-kill. I'm bound for the dark with dead hands on the wheel. Lights in the mirror, but no one behind. Every mile marker just eats my mind. The hum of the engine, the tide's low squeal keeps time with the touch. Dead hands on the wheel, dead hands on the wheel, pulling me on down through ghost town. Silence past the edge of town. A road with no mercy, a fate I can't repeal. I'm bound for the ark with dead hands on the wheel. Fog rolls in like a funeral shroud. Stars hide away from tonight's cold crowd. Voices call, oh, but they ain't real. Just the wind birds that ride with dead hands on the wheel. Dead hands on the wheel, pulling me on down through ghost town. Silence past the edge of town. A road with no mercy, a fate I can't repeal. I'm bound for the dark with dead hands on the wheel. The map burns black, no times to take. Every choice I had tonight will break. Somewhere out there the shadows deal the final card played by a dead hand on the wheel. Dead hands on the wheel, pulling with dead hands on the wheel. No sunrise waiting, no light to steal, only the cold grip of dead hands on the wheel.
Out on the dust road where the black wind moans, my boots keep time with the rattle of bones. The moon hangs low like a bloodshot eye, and every hoof beats a warning cry. Hitching souls to the devil's race, through the smoke and the burning plains. Once you ride, there's no turning back, just red hot dust on a midnight track. The church doors rock and the preacher's gone. I ride for the master I've served so long. Ash rains down from the brimstone sky. I lead the lost where the shadows lie. Hitching souls to the devil's reins, through smoke and the garden plains. Once you ride, those don't swim back, just red hot dust on a midnight track. Chains made of whispers round pale cold hands. I'm driving the herd to the cursed lands. No stars above, just the amber glow. Out in the damned where the dark winds blow. Hitching souls to the devil's reins, through the smoke and the burning plain. Once you ride, there's no turning back, just red hot dust on a midnight track. Silver won't save you, your prayers are late. I'm the blackened driver of your fate. Every mile's another name. Am I keeping the devil's hurt? No one sleeps. Hitching souls to the devil's reins, through the smoke and the burning plains. Once you ride, there's no turning back, just red hot dust on the midnight track. If you hear hooves where the night stands still, don't look toward the ridge or you surely will. Find me there and I'll take the chase to drag you down on the devil's reins.
Dust rolls in like a ghost through the gate. Church bells broken, tolling too late. Whiskey's dry, but the sand still flows. Devil's got the deed, everybody knows. Shadows stretch where the preacher once prayed. Graveyard whispers where the children play. The wind smells of iron and the truth bleeds slow underneath that cursed red shadow below. Blood moon over Jericho, burning in the sky, painting every sinner's face with a mark they can't deny. You can run to the river, but the river won't flow under the blood moon over Jericho. Saloon door swing with no one inside. Piano plays a tune that should have long since died. Footsteps echo though the streets long bare. Every creak of the wood says the devil's still there. Ash on the wind like it's midnight cold. Every man here's lost the weight of his soul. If you hear your name in that cold wind blow, let's pray it ain't the moon that's calling you home. Blood moon over Jericho, burning in the sky, painting every sinner's face with a mark they can't deny. You can run to the river, but the river won't flow under the blood moon over Jericho. And when that moon fades, the silence will grow, but the stain on this town, it'll never let go. Jericho sleeps, but the dead still know there's no sunrise under a blood moon's glow. Out on the ridge where the pines lean low, shadows crawl along in the amber glow. Her lanter's been cold for 1,000 nights, but the wind still carries her whispered rides. The wind where her voice soft and torn, like a ghost in the dust where the night is born. She's calling my name through the rattling leaves, and I follow her song where the darkness weaves. I hear her hum through the rusted gate, like a prayer too late for the hands of fate. Every gust feels like her touch on my skin, pulling me deeper where the night begins. The wind wears her voice soft and torn, like a ghost in the dust where the night is born. She's calling my name through the rattling leaves, and I follow her small where the darkness weaves. They say she drowned in the river bed, but the river don't mark where the voices end. Every storm is a breath on the land. Every howl is the touch of her hand. The wind wears her voice soft and torn, like a ghost in the dust where the night is born. She's calling my name through the rattling leaves, and I follow the storm where the darkness moves. I walk the trail under blood-red skies. Her shadow's there where the crow still flies. She calls me home, though her grave's grown wild, and I follow her like a long-lost child. The wind wears her voice soft and torn, like a ghost in the dust where the night is born. She's calling my name through the rattling leaves, and I follow her song where the dark sweeps. Out on the ridge where the moon hangs low, I swear, girl, I see her where the black weeds grow. The wind wears her voice and it won't let go. Oh.
Ash on my boots, smoke in my lungs. Devils at the gate, beating war drums. But I walk through flames with a crooked smile, 'cause pain's been my lover for a long damn while. Crows ain't afraid of the fire, babe. They circle high while the angels fade. Feathers black as the preachers sing. They dance where the end begins. No mercy, no quiet. Crows ain't afraid of fire. Graveyard wind in my tangled hair. Laughed with ghosts, I've learned not to care. Char wings cutting through the red sky. They feast on truth when the brave men die. Crows ain't afraid of fire, babe. They circle high while the angels fade. Feathers black as the preachers sing. They dance where the end begins. No mercy, no cry. Crows ain't afraid of fire. I've seen love burn, I've held the cold. Buried hearts in a whiskey hole. But the vultures sing when the world turns black. And I ride that stone, never looking back. Crows ain't afraid of fire, babe. They circle high while the angels fade. Feathers black as the preachers sing. They dance when the end begins. No mercy, no quiet. Crows ain't afraid of fire. Snow-kissed lips and a blood-red grin. I wear my scars like holy skin.
Midnight struck like a gunshot cry. Fog rolled in, no soul passed by. The wind was low, the ground was cold. A shadow whispered, son, what's your soul word soul? I dug my boots where the silence screams, a place where devils barter dreams. The earth was cracked, the sky hung low, and I felt the pull of the world below. There's bones beneath the crossroad, buried deep in sin. Every deal that's made here, you never truly win. You'll walk away with power, but you'll never feel whole. 'Cause the price they take ain't silver, it's your soul. Old man warned me, don't go near. That cursed ground ain't never clear. You'll trade your heart for a broken tune, and you'll howl at the bloodshot moon. But I had fire in my chest, and a hunger that wouldn't rest. So I met him at the crooked oak, where he grinned and said, speak your hope. There's thorns beneath the crossroad, buried deep in sin. Every deal that's made here, you never truly win. You'll walk away with power, but you'll never feel whole. 'Cause the price they take ain't silver, it's your soul. You gave me fame, you gave me gold, but left my eyes forever cold. My song's now ring in every bar, but I dream in screams and rusted scars. My name's on lips I've never met, but I wake in chains of cold regret. The strings I pluck, they bleed them on, like the cries of those who died alone. There's bones beneath the crossroad, buried deep in sin. Every deal that's made here, you never truly win. You'll walk away with power that you'll never feel whole. 'Cause the price they take ain't silver, your soul. Now I stand where the young ones pray, hoping they might look away. But the soil remembers every vow, and the demons know me now. Do you think it's just an old folk tale? But there's blood beneath that trail, where crossroads twist and silence hums, and the debt you owe will surely come. There's bones beneath the crossroad, buried deep in sin. Every deal that's made here, you never truly win. You'll walk away with power, but you'll never feel well. 'Cause the price they take ain't silver, it's your soul. So if you ever ride alone and the road splits near a stone, don't stop, don't speak, don't let it show, or you'll drain the bones beneath the crossroad. Midnight fog on a blackened field, boots sing slow where the graves don't yield. The wind don't howl, but it sure does speak, and voices crack and ancient bleak. It's a cold dirt gospel buried deep, where the dead don't rest and the roots still weak. With hands in the soil and eyes gone blind, they preach to the lost who fall behind. Rust on the cross and moss on the bone, whispers rise from the undertone. They don't want peace, they want to be heard, with tongues like shovels digging up the word. It's a cold dirt gospel buried deep, but the dead don't rest if the roots still weak. With hands in the soil and eyes gone blind, they preach draw from beneath that hill where the black crows call. A sermon came low through the cracks in the stone, said, son, you ain't ever been alone. They speak in riddles, dust and pain, and hymns soaked through with blood and rain. The choir's told, but the fire don't die. It burns in the dark where the forgotten lie. It's a cold dirt gospel buried deep, that the dead don't rest and the roots still eat. With hand in the soil and eyes gone blind, they preach to the lost to fall behind. So I kneel down with a shovel and prayer, let their voices fill